Yes, my people, what are you telling me? So, 1 out on NQ, and let's see. So, I would say that price is actually bullish for now, and the reason so is because it looks like price had tapped into this zone here, and within this zone, if I just narrow it down, we've tapped into this unmitigated move origin. So, obviously, we've had this MSB, and we've just had a higher time from SPS where that's the 1, that's the 2, that's the 3, 4, and then the 5 where that's the double bottom and the price pushes up. I mean, I can be a little bit cheeky and make this the 2, 3, so we have a little bit low of a sweep, 4, and then 5, and then price pushes up. So yeah, I would say that we're bullish. I mean, if I'm looking at internal structure, sorry, then internally we took out this low here, took out this low here. This is not a validated swing low because we didn't close above it. That's the issue. And technically this is a validated swing high, so technically we did close above this high and then we closed below the low, so we have flipped bearish, and technically we are bearish. However, we also understand that when we have zones that have not been tapped into, price tends to tap into it and then react within that zone, and obviously we push higher or lower. So in this case here, a lot of people would have thought that this is a market structure shift, thinking that now price is bearish, and technically yes it was. However, all we done was just tap into this zone that had not been tapped into, and then you guys can see for yourself we mitigated the 50% and price actually pushes back up. If I was to draw up my fib from this low to this high, you guys can see for yourself 1-to-1 has already been hit, and so I would say that price is technically now bullish. However, we might be in the pullback phase internally, but let's just see. I would say that price is bullish right now, and if I go over to my 5-minute chart, we can actually see that price is bearish. So I can look for the short space of SMA as well, and we're coming from this zone here, and technically we have closed below this low, we have tapped into the zone, and we have taken out the low. So this is a new MSB. If I was to go to my 1-minute chart, it might look a little bit better. So yeah, so this could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In terms of entry, let's see. Yeah, I mean, you might just miss out on the 618. Yeah, you might just miss out on the 618. So you may have not been able to take a trade. For me personally, I probably wouldn't have taken this because I would have just hopped on the charts at 3 o'clock. But let's just go and see what happens. So we have closed below this low here, but it's a funny close because we immediately dropped. But let's just see what happens. Okay, perfect. So I can now draw up my new zone from here. We pull back into the zone, but we're now below the SMAs. So we pull back into this area here. So let's see what happens. See how price reacts from this area. See if we're gonna bounce or just completely disrespect it. And let me go to my 1-minute chart. Sorry. So yeah, so on my 1-minute chart, we're kind of hovering around the SMAs. You know, we're quite double-sided. Price is now bearish based on my 1-minute time frame. So we've now closed. Well, we're now getting above the SMA based on my 1-minute. And then obviously we've now taken our previous high. So I would personally, guys, honestly, I've gone past my trading time again, but I would have not taken anything within this zone. Just because of the way price was moving, I wouldn't have been able to take anything from this zone. If I go to my 1-hour chart, let's see what's going on. As I said before, I personally think that price is bullish overall. However, you can see that on our low time frame, price was, I mean, it was bearish once upon a time, then it was just bullish, then had a confirmed flip. So now if I want to look for a trade, it'll probably be from this zone here now. Yeah, let me go to my 12 minute. Yeah, it'll probably be from this zone now. See what happens. But obviously I've gone past my trading time, so let me just close it out. Yeah, so we've now tapped into the zone. Go to 5 minutes. Yeah, we've now tapped into the zone. So if I'm now looking for potential trade, so let's just say that's the 1, that's the 2, that's the 3. We've already swept for potentially the 5. You might now want to come back and tap into this area here of supply and demand, or it could be this whole section here, where I could just make it like that. Either way, I could always go down to my 1 minute time frame, and we can see that price is bearish based on the SMA and also based on structure. So it's the same thing over and over again. We took out this low, so technically I need price to take out this high, get above the SMAs, you know, pull back, and obviously continue to make higher highs and higher lows. So there wasn't much, I mean, personally, there wasn't much going on NQ today that I personally would have taken. And I did say today was kind of choppy, but it is what it is. Remember, today's the 1st of October now, so this is what you expect when you're going into a new month. But as I always say, victory belongs to the most tenacious. And wherever in order, I'm just guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I'll see you lots tomorrow. Peace, ciao.